Norse pagans believed in 3 lands of the dead that they referred to as other worlds. These other worlds were Helheim, Folkvang, and Valhalla. Valhalla awaits those who have shown the true meaning of being a warrior. The most infamous Norse pagans were the Vikings. Vikings would travel to other lands via majestic ships. When they arrived at these new villages, they would rape and pillage. They believed that this was the way that their gods and goddesses intended for them to live their lives. As the pagan Vikings invaded the new lands, they discovered Christians. Religious battles began as their differences clashed. Pagans passed down their sacred myths verbally, from generation to generation, often being told as bedtime stories to the children. The Christians recorded their sacred myths in a book that they referred to as the Holy Bible. They felt that this holy book would withstand the test of time. Pagans practiced polytheism, which is the belief of multiple gods and goddesses, while the Christians practiced monotheism, which is the belief in one true God. The Norse pagans also believed in multiple afterlives. They believed that your placement in these other worlds was dependent on how good of a warrior you were. Christians believed that if you lived your earthly life according to the commands of the Holy Bible and of the words of God, you would live an eternal life in heaven. These differences led to the Norse prayer of protection from intolerant Christians. May thou be feasting and drinking in Valhalla for a full night before the Christian God knows thou art dead. May thou livest to be 110, and may mine be the last voice that thou hearest. Odin, the Norse god of gods. He was the creator and ruler of Valhalla. Valhalla was a large structure built by Odin himself in the land of Asgard. The building had over 500 doors, each large enough for 800 warriors to march out of when the Battle of Ragnarok was set to commence. Great wolves stood guard at the easternmost and westernmost entrances. A majestic eagle kept watch from overhead. Odin would send his winged angels, which he called Valkyries, to collect the heroes who had fallen honorably during battle. These slain men and women were the chosen warriors for Odin's army. In Valhalla, it was always summertime. The fields were lush and green. The warriors could hunt to their heart's content, and they feasted daily. Warriors would also spend a great deal of time practicing and preparing for Odin's great battle against Ragnarok. Ragnarok, or the apocalypse, was predicted to be doomsday of all the pagan gods and goddesses. Odin chose wisely when he chose his loyal, trustworthy, and battle-talented warriors to prepare for the battle that would end all battles. Valhalla was such a sacred space that several generations later the Germans erected a great hall that they called Walhalla in Bavaria, Germany. Here, the Germans paid tribute to their fallen heroes. Valhalla is still alive and well via the entertainment industry. There have been video games and movies, and currently even a television series centered around the Vikings and Valhalla. Many modern businesses have even marketed the name. Everything from bars to golf clubs to vineyards have taken advantage of the sacred name Valhalla. Lo, there do I see my father, and lo, there do I see my mother, and lo, there do I see my brothers and my sisters, and lo, there do I see my people back to the beginning, and lo, they do call to me, and bid me to take my place among them in the halls of Valhalla, where the brave will live forever.